My Lord, the President of the Court of Appeal, let me rely on the protocol established by the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, that is, Foreign Senior Advocate of Nigeria. My Lord, it is with immense pleasure and a deep sense of commitment that I extend the warmest felicitations of the Federal Capital Territory Administration to all of you on this special occasion, marking the formal commencement of the 2025-2026 legal year of the Court of Appeal. I recognize that this long-standing annual ceremony is a cherished tradition which has lasted several decades. It is a solemn moment for reflection on the triumphs and challenges of the past year, an opportunity for the renewed education of judicial officers and indeed the bar to our sacred duty of justice delivery. Sir Winston Churchill once observed, a quote, that justice is a machine that when someone has once given it the starting push, rose on of itself, end of quote. His words capture both the autonomy of the judicial process and the Herculean responsibility society dares to ensure that this machine is properly built, maintained, and protected from undue interference. It is against this background that Mr. President has recognized that a strong, independent, and efficient judiciary is indispensable to the peace and stability of our great nation. In the past 12 months, we have executed several projects and initiatives aimed at providing a more conducive environment for judicial officers and the administration of justice. Most of them are matter of public knowledge, but I list the following few projects: residential infrastructure development, flagging of and commencing the construction of secure and befitting residential quarters for heads of courts within their city, a project specifically designed to enhance the security and operational independence of judicial officers. The design and construction of the Court of Appeal Abuja Division complex, as well as residences of the justices of the Court of Appeal. Furthermore, this swift, long-awaited intervention gives the judiciary the much-needed confidence building. This confidence building action trickles down to each arm of the judiciary. I wish to state that these projects are designed to directly support justices in the performance of their duties. The reasoning of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is that providing comfortable and secure accommodation allows judges to focus entirely on the timely and efficient administration of justice, free from the distractions of inadequate living conditions. Similarly, well-equipped court facilities, chambers, and support infrastructure ensure that judicial work is conducted in a professional, safe, and conducive environment, thereby enhancing productivity, reducing delays, and upholding the independence and integrity of the judiciary. As we step into the new legal year, the FCT administration remains resolute in its determination to further support the implementation of justice reform. Our priorities for the 2025-2026 legal year are focused on consolidating the gains made and expanding support where it is most needed. We will aggressively push for the timely completion of the new residential quarter for the heads of courts and the justices of the Court of Appeal. Let me state that justice must never be compromised under any circumstance, for it is the bedrock of our democracy and the safeguard of public trust. It is the responsibility of all stakeholders, judges, legal practitioners, government agencies, and citizens alike to work collaboratively to strengthen and improve our judicial system. I am confident that the commencement of this 2025-2026 legal year will herald a period of unprecedented success, wisdom, and efficiency in the Court of Appeal. My lords, as the Court of Appeal enter this new legal year, I trust that their collective wisdom will continue to uphold and strengthen the nation's confidence in the judicial system. The FCT administration stands fully prepared to support this noble cause in ensuring that justice in the FCT remains accessible, efficient, and unswayed by fear or favor. May this legal year strengthen our institution, deepen public trust, and advance the cause of justice across Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of the FCT. My Lord, the next speaker is the President of Nigerian Bar Association, who is ably represented by the Secretary General of the Bar, Mr. Bolaji Ojibaro.
God, who has preserved and given us the privilege to gather for the formal commencement of the Court's 2025-26 legal year. This occasion remains an enduring moment for sober reflection and renewed commitment to the solemn responsibilities entrusted in us. Every year teaches us lessons about justice, restraint, endurance, and the fragility of our democracy. And at the turn of every legal year, we recommit ourselves to the rule of law, armed with the additional lessons learned in the preceding year. As we gather, we reflect not only on the triumphs and the tribulations of the immediate past year, but also on the imperative to chart the course for a more resilient, innovative, and service-driven judiciary. This ceremony is therefore both a moment of reflection and a call to renewed dedication. We extend our special appreciation to my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Kudirat M.O. Kekereekun, GCON, a visionary jurist and leader, an exemplary leader, and distinguished administrator who has called on us to chart a new path. My Lord, we are honored to be guided by your good words of wisdom. We are equally honored by the gracious presence of our elders in the presence of my Lord, the Honorable Justice Ariola, former GCON, former Chief Justice of Nigeria, who is always with us, my Lord Justice Salami, CON, who is also always with us, and several others. And of course, my Lord Justice Suleiman Galadima, though retired, is still working assiduously to ensure that our fast-track cases are on track. We're equally honored by the gracious presence of Your Excellencies, the Honorable the Attorney General, the Minister of Justice, Chief Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, and the Honorable the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, CON, our Chief Landlord, alongside several other dignitaries. And our landlord, who has been true to his name, working hard to provide us with adequate accommodation. We acknowledge that. I remain profoundly grateful for the staunch dedication of my learned brothers, the Chief Registrar and his hard-working administrative team and the support staff. The progress recorded in the past year bears testimony to a patriotism, professionalism, and steadfast devotion to the cause of justice, and I thank you. To the President of the Nigerian Bar Association, members of the inner and the outer bar, our development partners, and members of the fourth esteem of the realm, your presence dignifies this court and we are deeply appreciative. My lords, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to present a concise report of our journey through the preceding year, our achievements, challenges, and aspirations as we set forth into a new era with purpose and high expectations. The administration of justice. Your Excellencies, we remain steadfast in our solemn duty to ensure that appeals are heard promptly and with the highest level of dedication, commitment, and diligence. In the Court of Appeal, we do not have the, let me say, liberty of selective posting. Posting is of necessity. Left to me, I would leave the justices in one place. But when one justice retires, it is not easy to just pull one. It's like a jigsaw. You can't just pull one and push him to the other place. The retirement of one justice disorganizes the system until you revisit and renew and review. Then the retirement of one justice entails the movement of at least 4 justices to achieve equilibrium. During the 2024 legal year, the court received a total of 5,225 appeals and 9,906 motions across its 20 divisions. In the same period, we successfully determined 3,193 appeals and heard a total of 5,623 appeals. I'm sure we know that appeals evolve from motions. Of the appeals concluded, 2,503 were dismissed, while 690 were allowed. As at the 31st day of October 2025, the court has 31,618 appeals and 3,382 motions pending. Compared with 2023-24 legal year, a clear improvement emerges. In spite of the fact that we are working below our constitutional number, almost by 11 less. In that year, only 2,299 appeals were determined, and the number of pending appeals stood at 41,952. The significant reduction in the backlog this year reflects the exceptional commitment and hard work of my learned brothers in dispensing justice judiciously and judicially. I sincerely commend my esteemed brother justices, for their exceptional dedication, their sacrifices, and professionalism continue to strengthen the court and uphold the integrity of our judicial system. This year, in January, I started sitting in Enugu Division in pursuit of our usual special court session. I invited 7 other justices from different divisions, where we took a substantial number of appeals. Unfortunately, we could not continue with this special sitting after the Enugu session for lack of funds. The commitment to justice is reflected not only in our decisions, but also in the atmosphere we cultivate. We strive to uphold openness and respect, ensuring that all litigants are meaningfully heard and their rights protected through the continued use of alternative dispute resolution (ADR) mechanisms. We have eased congestion in our dockets and strengthened access to timely justice. In our search for quick dispensation of justice, the Court of Appeal Alternative Dispute Resolution Center continues to strengthen its position as a strategic pillar in the administration of justice, providing structured and credible ADR mechanisms within our appellate system. At its present stage of institutional development, the center operates primarily through mediation, with plans to progressively expand into additional ADR modalities as its operational framework and capacity evolve. During the year under review, the center managed a total of 121 mediation matters as at October 2025. These cases emanated from a variety of sources, including referrals from the court's registries, applications made directly by disputants, and referrals initiated by the Honorable Justices of the Court. Mediation sessions were actively conducted across the center's 3 operational locations: Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Jos occasionally. Of the matters handled, 34 were successfully resolved through mutually agreeable settlement arrangement, resulting in enforceable resolutions duly approved by the court. A total of 26 matters were returned to the court for adjudication due to parties being unable to reach consensus. Consequently, 61 matters remain pending before the center. To expand accessibility, virtual mediation was introduced, allowing participation by parties within and outside Nigeria. The center also enhanced public awareness through collaboration with the media unit. Throughout the year, the center maintained its commitment to confidentiality, efficiency, and international best practices, further reducing legal arguments and unnecessary objections which unduly consume time. I must say that I've received a couple of letters from beneficiaries of our ADR processes appreciating the courts and commending the manner in which their matters were quickly resolved to their satisfaction. Indeed, one of the litigants said that for 5 years, he had not said hello to his lawyer. But when we resolved his case in Lagos, they sat down together with his lawyer and had a bottle of beer. That's what ADR promotes. No bitterness. We want to keep business partners together. Therefore, I want to appeal to the Attorney General to look at our application, which we have placed before you, to give more presence to our ADR institution. Although the general elections are behind us, electoral litigation remains a dominant feature of our docket. Post-election disputes from governorship and legislative contexts continue to reach the court for off-season elections. In total, 154 post-election appeals were filed, and I'm pleased to state that they were all concluded within statutory limits. another burden that we are carrying in the judiciary. Timelines. Following the timetable released by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the court duly constituted election petition tribunals across the country in line with the law. The off-season elections in Edo and Ondo states contributed significantly to the volume of petitions received. Furthermore, following the rerun and by-elections conducted on the 16th of August 2025 in 16 federal and state constituencies across 13 states, a total of 36 fresh petitions were filed. These included both governorship election tribunal and national and state assembly election tribunals. Endless electoral processes wear the courts down. When I talk of 36 panels, it means 3 times 36. That's how much electoral matters consume our time and energy. Beyond adjudication, we partnered with Kimpat Development Initiative to strengthen public confidence and develop a communication strategy for election cases. Our aim is to ensure transparency, protect judicial integrity, and counter misinformation. We appeal to politicians and political actors. Democracy cannot flourish if every electoral contest is dragged to the courtroom. The spirit of sportsmanship must prevail. We urge politicians to respect the will of the electorate, accept outcomes in good faith, and place the peace and progress of our great nation above personal ambition. People think that judges like election matters. Why? Why should we? We don't. We would rather take our commercial matters so that we can create employment for our teeming youths that are graduating out every day. Every year we churn out huge number of lawyers, graduates who need jobs. And when commercial matters are held down in court because time has to be expended on electoral matters, we are not helping our system. My lords, distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in the year under review, the court recorded notable progress in infrastructural development. Across the country, major projects at the Court of Appeal, headquarters, and several divisions have advanced impressively. The renovations in Jos, Calabar, Ibadan, Abuja, Enugu, and Makurdi divisions are now at 70 to 90% completion level, while that of Lagos and Owerri divisions have been fully completed and are already in use. The only sad thing is that when these projects are not completed within time due to lack of funds, we are taken backwards because of the fluctuation in our currency. But we cannot help it because we don't have the resources. We have to wait until we're able to receive resources. The court's collaboration with the National Judicial Council led to a full renovation and furnishing of justices' quarters in multiple divisions, significantly improving living standards of the justices. Our new justice quarters are under construction in several divisions, and work on new complexes in Kano and Ekiti is ongoing. The electoral liaison office in Asokoro stands at approximately 70% completion, should have been completed by now. Recognizing the importance of wellness and a balanced lifestyle, the court has also provided a fully equipped gym at the Justices' quarters in Abuja. It is our intention to extend this initiative to other divisions, subject, of course, to the availability of budgetary provisions. Thanks to the intervention of the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, where his passionate appeal to Mr. President, work on the new Abuja division is progressing steadily, and we anticipate relocation to the new building very soon. Many people are standing up in our court. It looks as if we invite people to stand them up while we are seated, but that is not our intention. But we have no room. So we look forward to moving to our new division. The court expresses its sincere appreciation to the federal government and the FCT administration for their steadfast support towards enhancing judicial infrastructure. We also thank the Honorable Attorney General, whom we know is always advocating our cases. I know that the Attorney General is a staunch advocate for the independence of the judiciary. And we hope that your resilience in presenting our case and the goodwill of the government will improve our lot. What I've said is just a few courts. We have 22 divisions. We have only 7 that are undergoing renovation right now. So the bulk of the courts still need renovation. And we manage our resources judiciously. Technology remains an indispensable pillar of judicial progress. The court has sustained the use of virtual hearings, and our digital archiving systems continue to reduce drastically. During the last electoral session, the court introduced the election petition case management system, which enabled real-time tracking of matters and significantly improved compliance with procedural deadlines. Presently, the use of National Case Management System, NCMS, a laudable project of the National Judicial Council, is active in 2 pilot divisions, Lagos and Abuja. The court is taking steps towards advancing its full implementation in the other divisions. We have maintained a simple conviction that technology is not a convenience. It is justice delivered without distance, delay, or discrimination. I sincerely appreciate my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, for the invaluable support extended to us this far. I also urge all stakeholders to recognize that adequate funding is essential to sustaining this technological transformation and ensuring its long-term success. In the course of the year, the court witnessed significant changes in its composition. On the 10th day of July 2024, 22 honorable justices were appointed to the court, marking a notable reinforcement of our judicial capacity and a welcome expansion of the court's intellectual strength. In the same period, 6 honorable justices, including our concluded their meritorious service and retired from active duty. We once again express our profound appreciation to these distinguished justices, great jurists who have bowed out in honor after several years of dedication to the administration of justice. We keep hearing of corruption, allegation against judges. Please provide the evidence. That's all we need, evidence. We remain assured that their lordships who have left us will age in good health, but remain with us, so that when we call upon them to help us out, to train our young judges who join us, that they will donate their experiences to us, since no one has come up with any evidence to show that they are corrupt or that we are corrupt. I believe that we are doing our best. I know that we are doing our best, and we are enduring a lot of discomfort, but all in good stride out of love for our beloved country, Nigeria. In our continued effort to ensure timely access to justice, the court is currently in the process of appointing 11 justices of the Court of Appeal to fill the existing vacancies. This step is essential to strengthen our judicial capacity and improve the overall efficiency of the court. I will again turn to the Honorable the Attorney General and appeal that we had sent a bill to the National Assembly for increase in the number of justices because we are overwhelmed. That bill is still outstanding. It will really help if we have this essential increase, because as you can see, we are only replacing those who have retired. We have not appointed additional judges to our number. Of course, it requires constitutional amendment, so maybe that's why it's taking so long. But I'm appealing that the Honorable the Attorney General, who is in close contact with the legislative arm, should prevail upon them to see the need for us to have this essential increase. Because next year is coming, there will be many adjudications, though we are praying that the politicians will resolve their issues and keep the courts out. The bar and the bench remain the twin pillars upon which our justice system firmly stands, distinct in our responsibilities, yet deeply interconnected. Each strengthens the other. It is this partnership that sustains public trust in the justice system and upholds the rule of law. I wish to acknowledge and commend the President of the Nigerian Bar Association for the cordial, respectful, and truly constructive relationship we continue to enjoy. The Bar's commitment to safeguarding the integrity of the judiciary is not only commendable, but essential at a time when justice system is confronted with increasing demands and heightened public expectations. I urge the learned counsel to guide their clients with honesty, courage, and fidelity to the highest ideals of our profession. A lawyer's duty extends far beyond advocacy It includes steering clients away from needless or abusive litigation and promoting a justice process that is efficient, fair, and principled. A united bar and bench grounded in ethics, discipline, and a common sense of purpose fortifies the justice system and strengthens the nation. So, acknowledge with appreciation the invaluable contributions of the National Judicial Council, the Federal Judicial Service Commission, the administrator and staff of the National Judicial Institute. In spite of our heavy dockets, we need to be educated. So from time to time, we are pulled out by the NJI to refresh our minds, to renew us, to inform us of new developments in the law. We are also pulled out of our regular assignments to be schooled into the special needs of the special agencies of the federal government. Some of their requirements are a bit technical, so we need to be educated. Therefore, that collaboration is always there, and I'm glad to say, as the Honorable Chief Justice of Nigeria informed us at the recently concluded All Nigerian Judges Conference, that our collaboration, our fast-track rooms, and our sleepless nights contributed in pulling Nigeria out of the gray list, because Nigeria had been put in the dark corner where investors were very curious, very cautious in coming to Nigeria. But our hard work in collaboration with other agencies enabled Nigeria to scale that dark route. I hope that we shall stay afloat and move our great nation forward. We therefore appreciate the Honorable the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice and the various government and non-governmental organizations that came forward to offer us training. Your collaboration and partnership with the court on various initiatives have greatly enriched and endeared you to us and enrich our endeavors. Our landlord, the Honorable the Minister of the FCT, we extend our profound appreciation for your unwavering support and cooperation to the judiciary. 2 weeks ago, a judge of the Delta State Judiciary who had retired was murdered in her room, in her house. She was bounded up. Well, her corpse was found in the morning. What happened, we do not know. But one thing we know is that she was living in an area that was not all that secure. So even after we've left office, we are still not safe because of the decisions that we have taken. So we appreciate the efforts of the Honorable the Minister of the FCT, who is bringing the good, his good works from Rivers to the FCT. Because I had the privilege of going to Rivers State to represent the Honorable the Chief Justice, then to commission houses that His Excellency built for his judges and they were owner-occupier houses. There is nothing like having a roof over your head at any time. Standing out, you are totally naked and helpless. But if you are inside the room, anybody who is trying to come in from outside will have to put up a fight. But when you are standing outside, you are helpless. So we appreciate the commitment of the present administration in providing houses, accommodation for judges of all levels, not just the heads of courts. It should extend to all judges. Our service, our sacrifice to the nation is invaluable. We don't have alternative places to go. We do not pass files to other people. We sit down, we write our judgment, we read the files, and sometimes they're very heavy. So we don't even have time to do other businesses to enable us provide for ourselves. So people should please not begrudge us if we are being supported by the government that we are serving. And their support does not change us. We look at the facts, we apply the law. If we fail to do that, there are 3 levels of appeal. The judges can be wrong, but we do not choose to be wrong. We may misinterpret the facts. If you think we do it deliberately, bring up the facts. Go on appeal. Judges should not be weighed down with answering petitions. Appeal when you can appeal. A judicial decision is supposed to be appealed against, not to be petitioned against. Please. I wish to extend special recognition to members of both the inner and the outer bar, and the official bar particularly, which support the Honorable the Attorney General. Your professionalism, intellectual rigor, and steadfast partnership have greatly enriched the administration of justice. Your continued collaboration remains invaluable, and for this, we sincerely are grateful. When lawyers are learned, when they present well-researched addresses to the court, they make the judges sit up. But when they just come to adopt briefs and go away, you overburden the judges. So let's continue to educate each other. I'm aware that the NBA has a training program now that requires that lawyers should refresh their knowledge from time to time. I'm aware that there are some cases in court about that issue, so we can't say much about that. I appreciate the growing synergy and mutual respect between the courts and other arms of government, including the EFCC, ICPC, DSS, NFI. We've had conferences, workshops organized by these bodies. We have had meetings which enable us to sit down and confront each other with our frustration, and from that we have moved forward. Through enhanced collaboration and the exchange of professional expertise, we have witnessed a remarkable improvement in service delivery. These engagements have fostered a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's roles, while allowing us to uphold our respective constitutional responsibilities. It is my hope that this sharing of knowledge will be sustained further strengthening the security framework, and enhancing the awareness and preparedness of the honorable judges and the staff. To the members of the fourth esteem of the realm, I commend your balanced and responsible coverage of the court's activities. Thank you for educating the citizens about us. I want to appeal that when we deliver judgments that are not clear to the press, they should please ask questions. I know that journalists like headlines that sell their products, but sometimes it's dangerous because when the citizens are misled and the judges are expected to be silent, that may not augur well for all of us. So good reportage, correct reportage is essential. Expose us if you have facts. As we progress through the 2025-2026 legal year, let us remain resolute in our commitment to justice, integrity, and the rule of law. Commitment to the rule of law is a patriotic thing to do. It's not only left to the lawyers and the judges. Citizens must also partake in this commitment to the rule of law by bringing forth information that may ordinarily not be available to authorities. May our collective efforts continue to strengthen the court, to serve the nation, and inspire public confidence in our judiciary. I thank you all for your attention, and may God bless of Nigeria and our good friends, wherever they may be. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.